All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to our channel. So on this channel, we only educate, teach, and help those who want to gain some knowledge in trading. Yeah. In this case, I have my chart on US30. This is the this is the instrument that I like trading myself. I have put so much time in analyzing US30. I have done some back testing for a longest period of time. So I just thought of sharing my knowledge with others that would want to learn something. Yeah. So like when we look at this chart, we have the weekly chart here. That's where we're going to start from. You have to remember that each time you want to analyze the chart, you have to do top-down analysis. First, understand the higher time frame before you can go into the lower time frame. Yeah. So like the weekly time frame, we won't be spending much time. It's just like to see the direction and what has been happening in the past few weeks. So when you look at this chart here, you can see that it is on an uptrend, and a definition of an uptrend is just that it simply means that the market has been making series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Let me give you an example of series of higher highs, higher lows. So from here up to here, this is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And if you can see, this market hasn't made a significant higher low. So meaning for us to see a significant higher low, it has to come maybe 50% of this leg here. From here up to here, it has to come 50% of it, which is maybe until this this leg here. So meaning in the higher time frame, this market is what is an uptrend. Is an uptrend. So like let's just run into one or two things. So there are other concepts that I want you to understand. The concept of order block and imbalance, or fair value gap, whatever you might call it. So like in this case, when you can see this market was making, like the first thing it was making it was making series of higher lows. It was making series of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then after it did this, somebody would presume that this market will continue going down, because from what you have seen here, it is showing that the market is continuing down. But what happened next is that this market went up and broke this line here. Let me just do this. It broke this here. So after it did this, this was just like an indicator that maybe the market might want to change direction to start rallying higher, because for a couple of few months it was going down. It was on a downtrend. But what later happened, this market continued, started going down again, making series of lower low, lower high, lower low, until it reached in this inverted order block here, inverted order block. And then you have like a fair value gap here, or imbalance. From here it started again going up, and then came back into this fair value gap here. It tapped, it continued going up, and then after it went up, it also broke another level here. If you can check out, it also broke this level here. Yeah, it also broke that there. So now it was a confirmation that the market is going up. So the next thing that you have to do is to see whether it will retrace back into a certain level that we want to see. In this case, I emphasize, when you're dealing with US30, I emphasize to look for order blocks. So another thing that happened is that this market came back here into this order block here. If you can see there. So this is the order block. So how people define an order block, they just define it as the last consecutive candles before a move in an opposite direction. For instance, if the market is going up and then the last few consecutive candles before it starts going down, that would be an order block. Like for on this example, you can see this market was going down, right? This market was going down, so meaning these two black candles are order blocks. But when dealing with US30, I simply emphasize, if you want to get some precision, like good precision, I simply emphasize only the last candle, or which is the order block. In this case is this one here. So if you can see, the market just tapped on it and it went all the way above, but until it broke two things at once. It broke this one here, it also broke that level there, and it also broke this one here. So this market broke these two levels at once. Now, the next thing that we were supposed to experience or to see was to see this market dropping down until maybe 50% of this leg, but it did not do so. What did it do? It consolidated for a couple of weeks. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Like for a month, it was consolidating, and then it then started rallying up slow until it reached at this point. It just retraced a bit into this order block. I want you to pay attention to some things here. You can see this is also another order block here. That one there. There. That was also another order block. So what happened is that after the market broke through, it came to react into this order block here, and then it went up and broke that high there again. Yes, it broke there and then dropped down until it reached this order block here. If I can just use this to shift, now we're shifting into another order block. So now this is another order block in which the market came. It came, tapped into it, and then now the next thing that we are expecting from this market, if you can look at it in weekly, we expect this market to break this high here up there. But when you can look at it very well, this simply shows that this market has lost momentum. So now it is likely from here to start making lower lows, but we don't know yet. Why? Because it has been consolidating, and then it made an order block here, and then also made another one here. We don't know whether it will continue up or continue down, but looking at the market structure here, it shows that the market is on an uptrend, and we might expect some more buys before the market initially start dropping down. If at all it will start dropping down. Yeah. So that's it. Let me just erase these things that I have been putting here on an uptrend. So like in a normal day, we must be looking for buys, like strong buys. If you like holding, or if you're a position trader, I would advise to go for longs. But now, looking at where the market is right now, it is very dangerous to look for longs for long traders, like position traders. So you have to wait until it make like a significant retracement into 50% of this leg here. 50% of this leg here. So, and then if you want to see like exactly 50% of the leg, you can also use what we call the Fibonacci retracement. So the 50% of this leg, it's at 0.5, which is the 36.25, 36,255.82 mark here. So you have to wait for this market to come back to this level, and maybe probably into the OT, and then you might think of now going long until it breaks out to this level. But for this reason, I advise like those who do intradays, they might be looking for longs at this point. So now let's just drop into a daily candle and see other information, if at all there is something that we might want to see nicely. So we have already seen that this market has been on an uptrend. Now we forget about everything that is happening down here. We try to focus on this here. If you can see the place that I'm highlighting, let's focus on this one here. So I'll try to dilate my chart for it to make a bit sense. If you can remember, when we were talking about the 1 week chart or the 1 week time frame, we highlighted this here to be our order block. This was our weekly order block, if you can still remember. So what happened on this weekly order block? This is exactly what happened to it. So what happened to it is that this market started making series after it consolidated for a couple of about a month here. That was 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks. It started going up, making series of high, but it was lagging. It was very slow in its movement compared to like weeks before this. What happened is that it broke this part here. It broke there, and after it did this, it started dropping down until it broke here, this level. After it broke this level, it went straight into this order block here. If you can see, like what I was emphasizing, the order block that you must put into consideration. So like all these like 4 candles here, if you can see them, we've got 1, 2, 3. They are the order block. When you combine them together, it's one order block. And then what happened is that I told you when selecting the order block, you have to select the last one amongst those consecutive ones. It's not always that it will play out, but if you choose that one, you are guaranteed to get like accurate entry, and in short, I would say maybe sniper entries. So what happens is that this market came into it here, if you can see. Let me just do this just to highlight for you. So you would have gotten yourself like a 1 to 5 trade. In fact, this is way too much. Yes, you would have gotten yourself a 1 to 9 trade if you had got this trade, like just using my simple analysis that I'm using. Now from here, let me just wrap this. So this is exactly what happened. The market started going up until it also did what? It broke this level here. Another level which was broken. If you can see, it also broke there. And then after it broke, this is what happened. It had to retrace into another order block. Again, another order block. If you can see it. This black candle here. So meaning I'll just shift this one here. I want you to see it nicely. Of course, this one there. This is the order block that the market tapped into again. This is daily time frame that we are trying to analyze. It's not like we are going to be trading in the daily time frame. I just want you to understand one thing, what the market, the points that the US30 respects a lot. If at all you choose US30 as like the asset that you want to be trading. So it went up, broke this high, started dropping down until it reached into this order block. It respected it very well, and then it tried to go up, but it did not take out this high, this form of order block here, and then started dropping down again. It reached here, and then it found support at this level, and then it started going down. But when you look at it in the daily time frame, it is not moving according, or maybe it has lost momentum. We don't know what is next for this US30, but when you look at it on the high time frame, we expect it to go high or to break this high again. But looking at how it has been moving, I don't know whether it will gain momentum to the downside or to the upside. So we have to see the first few candles when it will break this consolidation here. So we have to pay extra attention to that. And then another thing is, this market might choose to do this from here, go up or go down, but we have to see how it will move from this level here. So now we will have to drop into even lower time frame. I'll continue on the next part. Thank you so much.